everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kirsten and this channel is all about how I experience the world as an autistic person. A couple of months ago, my son and I were in Paris for a day. Now, anyone who's been to Paris will know that you could spend a month there and still not see everything. But there is a lot you can see in just one day, especially if you plan ahead of time and buy tickets in advance. Here are 4 things we did in Paris during the 22 hours or so that we were there. First, no Paris video is complete if you don't talk about the Eiffel Tower. I almost turned this into 2 separate activities because daytime Eiffel Tower is quite different to nighttime Eiffel Tower, and you can do both within a 24-hour period. I went up the Eiffel Tower during the day on a previous visit, and it was spectacular. I went all the way to the summit, which gives you stunning views over Paris. During our recent visit, we went up the tower at night. It was a clear night, not a cloud in sight, so the view of Paris all lit up was wonderful. Unfortunately, we couldn't go right up to the summit because it was extremely cold and windy and the summit was closed for safety. The following day, my son went up the tower for the daytime experience and because he wanted to do the stair climb, which is totally not my cup of tea. Why voluntarily use stairs when there's an elevator available? I sat in a cafe while he went bounding up the Eiffel Tower stairs. One of the great things about the Eiffel Tower is that it can take as long as you want it to. Some people take advantage of the audio guides and spend a good 2 or 3 hours up there. Others, like myself, prefer to take their own time to explore the different levels. But again, if you can, go at night and during the day. Second, the Catacombs. This is an absolute gem of a place that I didn't even know about initially. We went there first thing in the morning. It was an easy metro ride from our hotel. The metro, by the way, is Paris's subway system and it's fast and efficient. Our original plan was to go to the Louvre and check out the Mona Lisa, but you need to know this if you're planning a trip to Paris. The Louvre and several other museums are closed on Tuesdays. Luckily, we discovered this well ahead of time, so we were able to plan another activity, which is how we ended up at the Catacombs. And what a fascinating place it is. In the 18th century, there was a public health crisis that was linked to remains in cemeteries. So the remains were transferred to an abandoned quarry that formed part of an underground labyrinth system. The Catacombs contains the skeletal remains of around 6 million people, and the circuit you follow is about 1.5 kilometers. A very important thing for you to know is that the Catacombs is not accessible to people with mobility issues. You cannot take wheelchairs or strollers in with you. To get down into the labyrinth, you walk down more than 100 steps, and when you get to the exit point, you walk up more than 100 steps. Our third activity is another one we had no clue about, and that is the Montparnasse Tower. I am probably butchering the name. Sincere apologies to any French people out there. The Montparnasse Tower is about 2 metro stops from the Catacombs, although we probably could have walked it if we really wanted to. The tower is basically an office skyscraper that has an observation deck at the top, and it's a fantastic way to see the Paris skyline, including the Eiffel Tower. The elevator takes you to an indoor observation area that's great for cold or windy days. You still get the stunning views without being exposed to weather. There are several coin-operated telescopes, and you can look out in any direction you like. There is also an outdoor observation deck that gives you the same views from just a little bit higher. We didn't spend a huge amount of time on the outdoor deck because it was quite windy and it was cold, but it was worthwhile to go out there and take a look. And finally, you cannot visit Paris without spending time in a Parisian Cafe. We had a late lunch at a wonderful place called Yolanda, just a few minutes walk from the Eiffel Tower. It's one of those places with small tables that are close together and a massive section that can be opened up during the summer to form a patio dining area. The food was good and the coffee was outstanding. Coffee is something that the French do very well. But the biggest appeal for me was just the ambience of the place. The place was quite full, and the tables being so close together gave it a kind of buzz that was social without being intrusive. And I say that as an introverted autistic person. The cafe seemed to have a fairly even mix of Paris locals and foreign nationals. From where we sat, we could hear snippets of conversations in a variety of languages. After we'd eaten, it was time for us to head back to the hotel to pick up our bags and get back to the airport. We stayed at a small hotel just down the road from the cafe. I'll do a separate video about the hotel. Spoiler alert, it was wonderful and I'll definitely stay there next time I'm in Paris. So that was my list of things you can do during a quick visit to Paris. What would you add to the list? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. If you're traveling, be safe and enjoy, and leave me a comment to let me know where you're going. Bye!